This is CBC New Brunswick News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Around the world, expatriate Ukrainians are rallying to the calls for help from family and friends in the homeland. After 12 days of Russia's deadly assault, their pleas for help are growing ever more urgent. Russian forces continued to bomb urban centers through the weekend, with devastating consequences for families trying to flee the onslaught. As casualties mount, more and more civilians are risking all to escape. For Moncton resident Alex Reknuk, it was simply too much to watch. A resident of the Maritimes for nearly a decade, he decided to fly to Poland and rent a vehicle to help Ukrainian refugees crossing the border into Poland.
We saw, how to do that, pay for somebody, and suddenly I decide, how many families who don't know, don't have support. I mean, like money, financial support, yes. And immediately I decide I need to do something, and immediately I buy kit and decide I will rent car and for free take people. It was easy, really.
Meanwhile, there are dozens of Ukrainian nationals who have been offered jobs in New Brunswick but can't get here now. Wood processing company Groupe Savoie has 12 new recruits in Ukraine but has no way to get them out. Paul Dimension has a job as a heavy machine operator but doesn't know how he'll get out of Ukraine now.
And I was planning to move in soon, which means months, and start working in Groupe Savoie. A little bit of setting in, adapting, and getting ready to take over the family. We are simple people, and we wanted to just live and work peaceful, build a better future for our family and our daughter in a quiet country. Because Ukrainian government decided that men from 18 to 60 years old can't leave Ukraine now because we have military situation in our country.
Officials at Groupe Savoie say they're doing all they can to get their recruits and their families to Canada safely.
Ukraine is not a visa-exempt country, so they have to send away their passports. And now the visa processing offices are closed. So the normal process for them to be able to come to Canada when they're just a few days away, essentially, from being able to come to Canada, that's completely out the window at this point. And they're looking for answers. And we're hoping to help them in any way possible. We're not expecting anyone to be able to come anytime soon, but we would still be open for, in a way to support them through the process and keeping those positions open. We want to make sure that, we're letting them know that we're still here. They're still welcome with us and welcome in Canada. And their spouses and their families, we would happily welcome their families here as we plan to do in the first place, and even help them find jobs in the community and settle them here. We still want them.
Public Health reports 2 new deaths related to COVID.